Welcome to Dream Body Alchemy, the podcast that fearlessly explores empowering transformations by unlocking the dormant vitality within your DNA, reshaping your mindset and unveiling your true essence, propelling you towards profound healing and expansion. Join your host, Melissa Valentine, as you embark on this journey to rewrite your story, one of activation, body alchemy, and the unapologetic embodiment of your boldest self.
Hello everyone, welcome to Dream Body Alchemy. Today we are going to be talking about the journey continues, sustaining your evolution. So we have talked about quite a few different topics thus far in this podcast. We talked about your essence of your energetics, how you liberate from your past, creating your own bespoke transformational strategy. How do you tap into authenticity and self-expression, mindset alchemy, and how do you nourish yourself, mind, body, and spirit? How do we redefine success? And how do we know when we're really successful? And we kind of walk through that. Today, I want to dive into, once you've done all of that, once you've done the energetic stuff and the beliefs and the mindset, and you've created this strategy, and maybe you even have tapped into your uniqueness, your way of doing things, your way of being in this world, you have an idea of how do you navigate this journey? How do you tap into your internal compass? And you understand what your definition of success is now. Like, you are not confused, misguided by shiny objects or anything. You're very on the path. You know what you want. You've experienced the good, and you've also experienced the self-sabotage or the setbacks. So what is the next step? So I always want to dial things down because we've talked about so much. I want to dial it down so it's so simple. So you can always come back to this. This is your purpose. This is how you sustain your evolution. You have three main purposes. 1, to be healthy and live a long life. Number 2, you want to evolve your consciousness. You're meant to unlock your gifts, your geniuses that are hidden in these low-level energies. So you are here to grow. You are here to evolve, to increase your energy, to increase your consciousness. And number 3, then, is to serve others. So be healthy and live a long, vitality-filled, energetic life. 2, evolve your consciousness to unlock your gifts and your geniuses. Number 3, to serve others. And to serve others, not to suffer. We're not here to be martyrs. Now, the really cool thing is that if you take care of number 1, which is your health, which is once you understand how to eat based on your hormones and your energetics, once you understand and you've released that lifetime of unresolved negative emotions that are stored in your body, because that is weighing you down, and you've been able to reprogram any kind of limiting beliefs, anything that's stopping you from being your true self, your highest version, which is fantastic. Once you're able to release all that stuff, then you will automatically and naturally step into authenticity, and it will be a natural process where you will begin to elevate and amplify your energy, because you will have so much extra energy. You will feel so good. Once you're physically good and you begin to increase your energy in your consciousness, you are going to have an abundance of energy. You're going to have access, and you are going to you're going to be pulled to help. You're going to be pulled to do creativity and abundance and money and prosperity. All of these things will start to shuffle in as you release the low-level energy, the negative things that are holding you back, those negative beliefs. The space will be filled with higher frequency thoughts and ideas and energy and people and events and experiences. And as you increase your consciousness, your level, and so when we talk about this, it's just to kind of give you a visual. So let's say maybe you start off with some low level energy. Most people have some stuck in their body if they've never released it. So you can be someone who is very energetic and very positive, and maybe you're on the right path, but maybe you have a little excess weight. Sometimes that means that you do have some low level energies that are stored in your body. So again, it might be some kind of shame, some kind of sadness. Maybe you're holding on to a little bit of guilt. Maybe there's people in your past you haven't been able to forgive. Maybe you haven't been able to forgive yourself. Maybe there's some fear or some worry or some judgment, even anger, or maybe you're still comparing yourself, even though we're all on our own unique journey, because we're all on our own unique journey. So it literally makes no sense to compare ourselves. If you break down our DNA and all the different gifts and all the geniuses and the way our energy works and just the way we're meant to be in this world is unique to you. It's your own blueprint. It's like your own fingerprint. Your fingerprint and your blueprint are just as unique. And so it makes absolutely no sense to compare yourself to anyone else, because you guys are on totally different journeys. You have totally different maps. So if you think you're supposed to be getting to the same treasure, you guys don't even have the same map. So your lower level energy, your lower level emotions are down here. And then you get up to some like the middle, we'll call it the middle level energies, where you're more content. You're not depressed, you're not really low energy, you're not super stressed out, you're just kind of content. And then your high level consciousness is when you get to a place of you don't have to work physically hard for things. It's like things just start to fall into place. You have creative ideas, work is easy, things come to you, and it comes so easily to you that you want to give back. And you are so full of love and joy and willingness. When you get to these higher frequencies, because you've taken care of yourself and you have intentionally evolved your consciousness and your energy, your ability to increase your own energy will, in fact, affect other people. And I've talked about this before, that if you walk into a room of low energy, that will affect you. That affects me when I walk into a room of low energy. When people are thinking negative things or have lower energy or are in a place of either judgment, contempt, anger, or comparison, blame, all of these low level energies, I can walk into a room, I can walk past people, and I can feel that energy. And it can, if I'm not aware, because I'm a non-emotional person, but I can absorb people's emotions. If I'm not aware of it, it will affect my energy. But the vice versa goes out there too. You know, I've been to a convention and I was at the mystical marriage of science and spirituality. And I just remember there are certain people that just being in their presence changed my personality. It literally changed my frequency. I felt an energetic resuscitation being in their presence before they even spoke. And obviously speaking with them and talking to them more, I could feel my energy elevate. And so we all have that ability when we work on ourselves, that we already are affecting others around us. And so even if you don't go out into the world and specifically donate time or give money, or maybe you're not a teacher, you don't necessarily have to do these things to be serving others. Taking care of your physical and your well-being and then evolving will automatically put you in that place of number 3, where you are now serving others, because you can help increase other people's energy and consciousness just by doing your own work. That's how energy is. So energy affects energy when it's around. Even the language you choose, the words you speak, your intentions, all have physical effect in the matter world. So once you've done all of this work, and you've maybe even reprogrammed your thoughts and your beliefs, like I do with my clients, then what is the next step? Because I have had people who have learned about the energy, who've learned about the routines, who have done the reprogramming, but I can tell that they have slipped, or I can tell they've gone back into the low level energies, the low level energies of blame, the lower level energies of stress, the low level energy of losing their authentic self because now they are following the conditioning of society, the conditioning of their families. They are doing things out of alignment, things that they feel like they should do instead of what their intuition is guiding them to do. The next thing that you need to do is stabilize your energy. And I wouldn't just say stabilize, I would say stabilize and elevate it. Because why wouldn't you want to move upwards? Now, your beliefs and your thoughts are very tied to your energy and your emotions. If you aren't taking care of your energy will come down and you will resonate with lower thoughts and beliefs. And so then, if your energy is lower and your thoughts and beliefs have come down to resonate with that energy, you are now going to be down here. And when you're at these low level energies, it's a lot harder to do the things that you need to do to take care of your physical health, your mental health, your well-being, even taking care of your own consciousness, taking care of anything about yourself goes down rapidly when your energy goes down. You can absolutely do all this work and reprogram and do all the things you need to do, but if you aren't stabilizing your energy, you can lose it all. It doesn't mean it's lost forever. If you are pretty aware, it's hard to go real low because you still have that awareness that will kick back in and pull you back up. This is something that everyone can do, but you have to be intentional with it. And so that's why I always talk about in my programs, the Dream Body Alchemy. Dream stands for discipline. So the discipline is really self-love, self-care, self-awareness. But when we talk about discipline, it's usually what are you doing when it comes to your behaviors in diet or nutrition, in movement and energy. So your discipline is what kind of nutrition are you feeding yourself? How are you moving? And making sure it's in alignment with your hormones and your energetics. The second one, because we always want that one because it's like the strategy. Like we want to set that in place, right? Because your number one purpose is to be healthy. Now, healthy is everything you're doing, but it's just easy to have a good routine when it comes to diet, nutrition, and your energy. But taking a step further, the R in Dream stands for rituals of energetics. So the reason why I chose rituals of energetics is because you want to get into a ritual to keep your energetics high, because it's the energetics, the energy, your consciousness that allows you to be able to do all of the other things that allow you to create your dream body, to have health, to feel good mentally, to feel aligned and in harmony. All of the things that we define as success, to be in flow, to be in alignment, to feel like you have an abundant mindset. All of these things are directly dependent on your rituals of. So your rituals of energetics, again, are releasing any unresolved negative emotions, being able to process emotions in the moment so that you are not, again, storing them in your body. We're all going to have emotions. They are messengers. They come up in our body. We don't necessarily control these emotions. They just come up. They come up to be resolved. They come up to give us a message. We just need to be able to process them properly so they don't get stored in the body. And again, if we're up here and we have a low level emotion, we can drop down for a moment to feel it, to get the message, to sit with it. Sometimes you can get some kind of creative stuff. Sometimes it just has something for you. You want to go down and grab that message and then release it. You don't want to keep that message in the body because it's a low level energy and it will keep you down here. And so we don't want to be down here because this is where sickness happens. Low level energy is where disease happens, where depression, anxiety, all those low level energies, they're all down here. So we don't want to stay down there. We want to be able to dip down, grab our messages, and then come back up. So the rituals is all about the emotions, but Rituals of energetics is also what's going to keep your energy up high. Depending on your energy, you might do best to work out every day. And it might be as simple as a walk, or if you're someone like my son, who what keeps him healthy is physical challenge. He needs to physically challenge himself most days. I don't know how many days because it's probably specific to him, but most days he needs to be physically active. He needs to challenge himself for him to be healthy. For other people, it might just be a simple walk. For me, I really find that being able to dance and just kind of any kind of movement that involves music, because I'm very audible. And I'm in something called human design. There's something called a profile, and I'm a 2/6. And so the 2 is called the natural. It's also called the hermit, but it's also called the dancer. So it's very, very in line. Not everyone who has a 2, because there's only 6 different numbers, but it's just interesting that it aligns with me so well. But not everyone who has a 2 line is going to be a dancer. But you might need to be moving on a regular basis to keep your energy up. I would say most people need to do some kind of movement. It doesn't have to be intense. It has to be in alignment with you, but movement is what is going to help you move that energy. The types of foods you eat, your environment. So your environment might need to be a very specific way. The things you listen to can affect your energy. Meditation can affect your energy. There's a lot of different things. Art, conversations, certain people you're around. There are a lot of different things that can affect your energy, and you need to figure out what are your rituals that are going to allow you to keep your energy stabilized and even elevate it. E in Dream is that empowerment. So that's when we dive into the beliefs, your thoughts. That's when we go into the ROI method, which is releasing limiting beliefs. O is omnipresence, learning to be present, learning to be aware without the thoughts. So you're not depressed, so you're not thinking about the past or stressing about the future, learning to practice omnipresence. And then the I is installing empowering beliefs, because whatever you install in here is going to change your perception of reality and yourself. After the E in Dream is A. Yes, DREA. Dream is aligned action or alignment. And so when we're talking about that alignment, this is when I'm utilizing a lot of the gene keys. I'm using your DNA. I'm diving in and going, what is your theme? What is your soul's purpose? What is your radiance? What keeps you healthy? What are your biggest challenges? What are your gifts and what are your shadows? What are the things you need to overcome? And by elevating your energy and by just simple contemplation, can we raise your shadows up into your gifts and even start to work with what is your natural geniuses, like alignment in what kind of energy do you have? What are you best suited for? And how does your intuition speak to you? How are you meant to relate to the world? How much physical energy do you have? And should you be working a 9 to 5? Should you be, setting up your life in some other way? So aligned action is really understanding your unique, authentic path and really embracing your uniqueness down at the DNA level, in your energetic level, and taking actions that feel good, that are a hell yes, that are in line with that. And then the M in Dream Body, we don't talk about that as much because that is after most of my programs. This is once you have gotten all this stuff set. So I want you to know that heaven is here on earth. It can be. And it's all about your energy. It's all about sustaining your evolution, bettering yourself, being healthy, and doing things with intention, knowing who you are, where you're going, and what is right for you. Setting up your life so that it best suits you. You have such a unique blueprint that no one else in this world is like you and is meant to express their gifts and their energy the way you do. We're not supposed to eat the same. We're not supposed to move the same. We're not supposed to have the same way that we serve others. This is so unique to you. And this feeling we're looking for comes from within. This joy comes from within. And these are the steps that you want to take if you want to stabilize that energy, if you want to continue and have this evolution of alchemizing your dream body, but also living a life full of alignment and harmony. It is the best gift you can give yourself. And if this sounds like something that you want for yourself and you're interested in, please reach out to me. This is what I do. This is literally in my DNA. This is what I was meant to do. This is why I was put on this earth, to help you. Is literally like my superpower is to help people find well-being and help them go from this victim place to higher consciousness, all with health and fitness. I just happened to stumble upon it and go, oh, good thing I'm on the right path. So that's another thing. Even if you haven't been following your intuition and you've been screwing everything up 40 years, there's something in you that is still directing you, and it's not too late to get on that path and feel completely fulfilled. I hope you guys have an incredible rest of your day. Please let me know what part of this journey do you feel is most relevant to you? What little piece do you feel like, okay, this is what I need to really take it to the next level? And reach out again, Dream Body Alchemy on my website, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You can reach out to me anywhere if you're interested in working with me to create this for yourself. Until next time, love you guys.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Dream Body Alchemy. If you liked what you heard, then be sure to hit like and subscribe. Got a burning question for Melissa or a topic you'd love her to discuss on the show? Get in touch. Follow us on YouTube, TikTok and Facebook at Dream Body Alchemy and Instagram at Dream Body Alchemist. Until next time, keep on glowing and growing. You got this.